Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin continues to move sideways here in this ongoing consolidation. You might remember a few weeks ago when this whole correction started, I think it was on the 9th of December, I warned you that because we are in a wave 4, it could get very boring, choppy. It could get really boring. Now, the thing is, people aren't really bored in the crypto space at the moment because Solana and some other coins are just taking off, right? So it's generally an interesting space. Essentially, some of the coins are moving while Bitcoin is consolidating. That's just common, it's very common to see that, especially after Bitcoin had quite a sizable run. Also, I warned you, or made you aware a couple of weeks ago that this wave 4 could take into the new year, and I think that's where it's going. If we assume that we still need a wave C, I mean, we don't need it, but the whole structure would look better with another C wave down. And essentially, so far, the market has just sort of been playing out this correction. Then yeah, that should take us into the new year, right? Unless we get a flash crash and then a quick recovery, which I don't think we do. But yeah, still watching here for potentially a C wave. Essentially, until we see a first impulse to the upside, it is wise to see this as ongoing correction. And what does correction mean? Correction means either sideways action, choppy sideways action without clear direction, or a move to the downside, because the overall trend is up, so the correction is down. Yeah, trend up and the corrective counter trend move is down. So that's what we're watching. That sort of is what is currently being played out, right? So someone commented yesterday that I've been talking about this correction for a couple of weeks, but it just doesn't start. Well, guess what? We are in the correction, right? When you understand how markets work, then you will realize that also sideways is actually a corrective price action. Markets can form corrections in which they just move sideways over time, and it will just take as long as it takes to really correct the previous trending move. Or they can form counter trend moves that move against the higher level trend direction, and the higher level trend direction is up. Yeah, it's going up here, yeah. And then you would get that correction over the price, via the price, but for now, it's just sideways. And we have a bit of up and down, yeah, but essentially wave 4 corrections, which this one is, they are so-called sideways corrections. They are not sharp corrections. In a sharp correction, it would be much easier to detect the patterns. We would have usually a nice A wave, and yeah, maybe this would have been the B wave, and then we get this sharp C wave down. Very easy to understand, easy to spot. They often occur in a wave 2. What is more difficult is generally the behavior in a wave 4, where we have an A wave, then sometimes we get a very extended high B wave, and maybe that's not even the B wave, maybe it needs another up and down, down up, and then we come down, yeah, and maybe not even that far. So that's difference, very simplistic, and between sideways and sharp corrections, just different classifications of corrections. And yeah, I still see that as ongoing wave 4. I still prefer that C wave down. Could the low be in? Yes, and for that purpose I share with you here this direct breakout scenario in white, but that's not the primary scenario. So in the primary scenario, what I watch for is another move down. And in this scenario, yeah, we could get another tiny high maybe, but that isn't even noteworthy. I think, this whole structure, WXY, would look better with another high to around 44.7 to 44.8K, but that's not even important. My scenario is it should give us that C wave down. At least that's preferred. There is, and I spent quite a bit of time in the last video already, in the last videos, there is of course a scenario in which the wave 4 could already have bottomed, but this is not the primary scenario for various reasons. First reason, it would mean that the wave 4 already formed the low here on the 11th of December. It would have been a very shallow wave 4 only, unusually shallow. Now in a bullish market, corrections can be shallow, but still it would be less common, to see such a shallow wave 4. And then the market would move up obviously in these 5 waves. Yeah, that's what I would need to see for confirmation that a low has been established, because I can't confirm it yet because we haven't got an impulse. We only have 3 waves up here, 3 waves down here, 3 waves up here, and so on. So it would have to be a diagonal, and I cannot trust diagonals, especially not if it's based on a wave 4. It was very, very shallow, because the wave 4 is likely not complete yet. Do you understand? So we're building that confidence as the pattern develops. And if we get 5 waves up in a diagonal, yeah, I will accept it. Then we can look for the next setup, which would be the 3-wave corrective pullback. So essentially, we're not missing anything. We're just watching for setups. Now, at the moment, I don't see any clear setup here. It's just sort of sideways consolidation. I think, there is a chance to maybe scale into positions here in this box. Or if those 5 waves up form, then to use the 3-wave pullback to scale in further. Yeah, but there is not much that's going on here at the moment on the Bitcoin chart. Price is consolidating just below our resistance area here. Again, one more high would be, let's say, ideal, yeah, but it would still be in a scenario in which the C wave should play out, because we see this primarily only as a high B wave. At the moment, the top would be in here. But I leave it open because it could get one more high. And the reason for that is if we measure within the Y wave, so the B wave consists of this WXY structure. Within the Y wave, we have an ABC, and the C wave should typically reach the 100% Fibonacci extension of the A wave. It's not a must, but it's the most reliable level we've got. And that's up here. So we haven't reached that, around 44.8K, at least getting close to that would be ideal. But not much more to add, so hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.